Hello and welcome. My name is Odin, and in this video I'll shortly introduce the multiple pillars that the platform has. Each pillar has its own distinguished features, and as a whole, these pillars together are what we use to create applications. So let's dive into them. This is an overview of the most essential pillars within the platform. I'd like to quickly look into them in this video. And I'm not going to do a very deep dive. I'll just explain what the pillar's function is and how they're used to create an application. Starting off with the page builder. This is the place where you build your front end, or in other words, where you build the web pages that your users will see. With Bettyblocks, your front end is cross-platform and multi-device ready. This way, we can ensure that you can build great enterprise applications without having to worry about functionalities and designs on different devices, all catering to a consistent experience on just one platform. You can build your pages by dragging and dropping components onto your page. You can also create partials using a group of components, allowing you to build even faster. And if you're able to code, you can even create your own components, custom components, that fit your needs. You might have noticed that components also have options. These allow you to change the look and feel of your components. And you can even change this on a higher level by using the theme builder. The theme builder is used to apply your own brand to make your application look exactly the way you want it to look. Let's check the data model. Next to styling and looks, we also need to work with some data. This is where the data model shines. We recognize that businesses have multiple enterprise core systems with a data set and specific functionality. By making it possible to integrate with these systems, we give our clients the opportunity to enhance the possibilities of their IT infrastructure. With the Bettyblocks data modeling functionality, you can easily create new models and link them together. Here you can apply a variety of options, like data validations or role-specific filters. And if you have a database already, then do not worry, because it's possible to integrate these with your Bettyblocks application. Another awesome feature within your data model is the remote data source. This could almost be seen as its own pillar, to be honest. Use the remote data source feature for creating connections to set data sources up to connect from an external system to your application. You can seamlessly integrate data to enrich the information in your own application. So, we've now covered the tool that creates our database in Bettyblocks and lets us set up connections with external databases. But let's have a look at actions, because to actually interact with this data in our data model and apply business logic, we need some other tooling for this. Businesses are familiar with the many processes they have to take care of on a daily basis. But what if we could automate these processes? For this, we're going to use the Bettyblocks Action Builder. Actions are made using a variety of steps inside an action flow. These steps decide what will happen to the data, and by following the path of the steps in the action flow, you can create your own automated process. As an example, someone registers themselves to your application. The action checks if the given data matches a condition that you've set. If it doesn't, the registration email will be denied and the person won't receive an email. But if it does match the condition that you've set, the action will send an email and allow the user to verify his or her account. All automatic, and the only thing you have to do is drag, drop, and click the action together. And if you feel like you miss an action step, well, don't worry, because with some coding experience, you can even craft your own action steps and share them with colleagues via the block store. And well, talking about the block store might be one of the biggest powerhouses of all the pillars. But let me tell you why. The block store is where you can find a variety of blocks. Let's say you want to integrate Google Maps in your application. Simply install the Google Maps API block and configure it to your liking. Or maybe you need a specific action step. Check out the block store and it'll likely be there, ready to be installed. You can create all sorts of things in your application and then share it with your own organization or even with the public. There are blocks for pretty much all the pillars, making application building a lot faster and easier. As an example of this, our new back office. Bettyblocks used to have a built-in back office, but since we're not standing still in time, this has been transformed into a page template that can also be shared via the block store. Simply create a new page and select the back office template. Configure the template to see the data that you want to see and show, and voila! You can create, update, and delete data manually using this page. This is super nice to get an overview of what data is in your application and gives the builders of your application great insights. And that's it for this video. We've quickly walked through some of the most important pillars of our platform. Make sure to check our learning paths to really get to know what you can do with these pillars and how you can start building your own applications. See you there.